Hi guys, welcome to a new series I'm gonna make. Arcolinux-nemesis is a bunch of scripts that has been endured over the last 15 years. And it started with Linux Mint, maybe even. And of course sudo apt install didn't work then, and then we had to go to sudo pacman -s and remove and all that. But it stayed a GitHub project for Linux. Right? It is called Arcolinux-nemesis, but basically it just transforms a certain Linux distribution into something I'd like to have by removing things and by adding things. So the setup for the coming series is as follows. I've used a new SSD. So I don't know if we do ls block, we see the size a little bit, right? So 4 terabytes for the hard disk. And it seems there's an SDB here as well. That's in here somewhere in USB. So that's okay. But I've used a new SSD hard disk and then formatted it the way I like to have it, of course. That's the way I like to have it. Simple, stupid, right? 2 gigabytes for boot EFI. Plenty to experiment if even kernels get meshed up. We had that happening a few years ago. What used to be, should be in user folder somewhere, was then in boot EFI, and it just corrupted everything. So we have a failsafe of 2 gigabyte almost. As you see, there's only 30 megabyte used. So yes, that's the reason behind it, by the way. And then the rest is just for me root. I don't need anything specific for home and all that. I like a clean home after I install my stuff. I don't want the previous home and the previous home there. I want to have a version kind of installation, and I'll get my settings over to the new system. So that's what I'm working on. Another thing I've done is this machine used to have a geforce nvidia 2060, I think. Well, I ripped it from the machine, right? I'm working now again with a GPU, and everything becomes lots more stable, less flashing. Sometimes when I press Super F7 and I go to a VirtualBox and do open me this up, it was a little bit jittery, right? This now is stable. The window that opens is stable. When I click on things, everything just shows up and there's no jitter here. Just this particular application was annoying, right? It was a nuisance. So same hardware, but minus nvidia, and a new 4 terabyte hard disk. The GitHub that we're using, the project that will explain a little bit more, is on Erik Dubois, Arcolinux-nemesis. Again, right? Don't let the Arcolinux fool you. It's a name. It stays that name because all the videos refer to it. There are tons already videos about Arcolinux-nemesis and how to script things. But with the help of AI, my choice was ChatGPT. Others were there as well. I've tried the others, but at some point in time there was a limit in the lines I put online, and a maximum of 20 files or something. And ChatGPT said, never mind, drop it. So that's went well, and you'll see that these things will diminish already if you look at your own version maybe, or if you go back in time. You can go back in time in here with the commits. You can see, let's go back a year or something. You'll see that lots of things have changed, right? So I'm gonna work more on these things. You'll see that there's now a common folder, and in the common folder are the things I'll use on Arch, Garuda, EndeavourOS, and so on, right? Common things and things to handle, and handle is for just the guys that are not Arch, not Kiro. All the rest will be handled in here, and you'll see the names like Archbang and Archcraft, and then we're gonna remove things, right? We have definitions, functions that we gonna address, put in one place, and then we can reuse it as many times as we like in other places. So that's the goal. This is the setup. Another thing I'm gonna do is use code or Visual Studio Code. And in here, we'll have a look at this setup. We're gonna have a look at the files. You'll see me navigate through these things and correct things, and it will be a journey again for years, right? But gradually, we'll go through it. First of all, has to work on Arch, has to work on Kiro. That's it, right? That's the main thing. And all the rest we can enjoy. Sometimes a system from other developers, right? And then test it out and see how I would change it, how I would remove certain kind of packages or install certain packages like Unifetch I see here. So things like that. I look at the different setups as well of other distributions and going to migrate things maybe, right, to Kiro if I like what I see. So that's the setup. And if you can learn something in the series that we're gonna make, then great. All right, cheers.